So I got a lot of questions about the Zenbook 17 Fold, asking about its durability and performance, as most people had the impression that it's all aesthetics and less functionality. But in my experience, I'd like to see it as a regular Windows laptop with all the performance expected of Intel's 12th Gen i7 processor, then with added functionality of a foldable display that can adapt to various use cases, thereby making it not just your average Windows laptop. First, for the fact that I can pick up this device in a small backpack, and when I'm in a convenient space, I can just use it as a whole 17-inch display for all the productivity it offers. And then if I'm not having that much space to work with, I can just use it as a laptop. That's a huge flex. And if you saw my earlier impressions video, you could see its various form factors which adapts to different use cases. For me, I find myself using it mostly in its 17-inch form, with a kickstand giving me plenty of screen real estate to work with, be it regular office work or video editing. As a content creator, as much as I appreciate the portability, I need a lot of screen space when I'm editing my videos, and the Zenbook 17 Fold doesn't just give me that, but also combined with that portability. One of the questions I got asked a lot was how it handles being folded open and closed frequently. ASUS has said this should withstand at least 30,000 fold cycles. Now, one thing I can say for certain is that in my use so far, I've never noticed any creaks when folding open or closed, or any abnormalities compared to the first time I had it open. So if you ask me, I'd say it's quite durable for a foldable display that is this big. Since I mostly use it in full screen mode, its crease is not visible. You actually can't tell from merely looking at it. And unless you are going to be doing something that requires you moving your hands across the middle of the display, you probably forget there's a crease, at least until you use it in laptop mode without the keyboard. Yeah, in whatever form factor or whatever mode you choose to use this, the keyboard is not compulsory to use. It's actually fully touch enabled, and you can always use the on-screen keyboard if for any reason you don't wish to go out with the Bluetooth keyboard. But going out with the Bluetooth keyboard barely actually adds to its weight, nor does it make it extra accessory to worry about, as you can actually close the Zenbook with the keyboard inside and have no issues. It was built that way. As for using the keyboard, it uses Bluetooth connection and it connects instantly when you turn it on. It charges via USB-C and can hold a charge for a very long time. I also like how the display adapts as soon as you place the keyboard on the screen to enable you efficiently use it in laptop mode. Now, while it comes with only 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, there's a USB-C to USB-A adapter in the box, and you can always use a USB hub with the essential ports you might need. It also gets a 3.5mm audio jack. The Zenbook 17 Fold OLED, while having a foldable display, does not lose its quality, as the name already implies. It's that vibrant OLED display quality that we've come to expect of ASUS, and it is 17.3 inches wide with a 4:3 aspect ratio. It has a resolution of 2560 by 1920. It gets the standard 60Hz refresh rate with peak brightness up to 500 nits. Its vibrance makes it suitable for color intensive projects. It does not have pen support. Maybe the next generation might have that. Now, the display is able to hold different angles when flexed, so it's not restricted to certain angles, meaning it is as flexible as it needs to be. Don't attempt to fold it outwards though. The Zenbook 17 Fold OLED has a pretty solid build quality, and you can tell once you have it on hand. The chassis is made of magnesium aluminum alloy, but the top part looks like frosted glass. Actually feels like frosted glass. It has that nice new ASUS logo at the top side. Towards the middle, we have a leather covering which covers the hinge and makes for good grip. It might not be the most affordable laptop out there, but looking at its design and build quality, you can understand why. It's a 17.3 inches device that folds down to 12.5 inches for easy carrying. Now, this might cost upwards of 2 million naira here in Nigeria, and in dollars, it has a starting price of $34.99. It comes with Intel's latest 12th Gen Core i7 processor, 16 gigs of RAM, and 1 TB of NVMe SSD storage. It is Intel Evo certified. That is to say, it guarantees actual real-world performance and efficiency. In my experience, it handles most of what you throw at it, and I've hardly triggered the fan, so it stays mostly quiet. The vents can be found at the top right side of the device. It uses Intel's Iris Xe graphics and should be able to do some decent video editing and graphics works. Aside packing a powerful processor, where the Zenbook 17 Fold OLED shines the most is its flexibility, as long as you can take advantage of that to suit your productivity needs. Its battery life is pretty good and gets me about 6 hours of use running the standard apps and constantly using the internet. And if you use it for more of media consumption and less demanding activities, you should get significantly better battery life. It's a 75 watt-hours battery. Now, speaking of media, the Zenbook 17 Fold features quad speakers tuned by Harman Kardon and with Dolby Atmos. Now, to be more straightforward, it outputs rich sound and gets loud enough to impress you for a laptop of this form factor. Now, the ASUS Zenbook 17 Fold OLED gets a 720p IR webcam, which works with Windows Hello. For fast wireless transmission, it is also equipped with Wi-Fi 6E. Not to forget the My ASUS app, which has extra features to help you get the best out of the Zenbook 17 Fold. It's nice to see brands like ASUS pushing innovation with laptops and giving us form factors like this so we are not stuck with the boring conventional designs. More importantly, this is not all aesthetics, but it also improves productivity as long as you know what you are getting it for. Its portability cannot be overemphasized, and this is definitely a device you'd want to try your hands on, especially if you're always on the go and sometimes need to use more than just a 12-inch screen for work. The Zenbook 17 Fold OLED has got you covered. It's a nice device to have.